Life taught me every L is a lesson, and every day is a blessing. Yeah, Rona Smith, yeah, might have a session. No need for all the stressing.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the Real Balance Podcast. I'm your host, DK Thareal. I'm here with my co-host, Ian Childs, Ramil Harris, and Victor Youssef, man. Why don't y'all go ahead and give yourselves an introduction, and we're going to get into this thing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my name is Ian Childs, from North Carolina, 704. You know, what's up? I currently live in North Dakota. People always ask me why. And I moved up here to start my political career. But more importantly than that, like I moved up here and I realized that something I'd always wanted to do and make music and everything, I realized that was possible for me. So I started doing that, and I've become a recording artist up here as well, and doing a lot of other things as well. But yeah, I came up here and moved up here to kind of start working in politics, and that's where I met you. And it's been what haven't we done?
Right.
You know,
It's been a bumpy ride.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So
It's been a bumpy ride,
man. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
All right. Go ahead, Ramil, man. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ramil Harris.
What's going on?
Born and raised here in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be here, man. Appreciate you, DK, for inviting me on the show. Great meeting you guys, Ian.
Definitely.
Ian, we just met not too long ago. Victor, we just met today, literally. But I'm happy to be here, man. Like I said, born and raised here in Minnesota. Grew up in a beautiful, big family, man. You know what I mean? And just former athlete, now entrepreneur as of 2019. Created my first company with Interkinetics with my guys, Dustin Ostaba and Kofi D'Souza. Those are my guys, part of the company.
Got your shirt on over there, man.
Got the merch on.
Yep.
And we specialize in recovery and training and with neuromuscular optimization. So that's a whole nother conversation. We can go as deep as you want with that one, you know what I mean? But it's been a great journey, and that's part of how we met, DK, through that. You were getting ready for your pro day at the time, and I was alongside with Mark Ellis and a whole bunch of other guys helping with the process, you know what I mean? So our relationship has progressed in an interesting way since then, you know what I mean?
Man.
But like I said, I appreciate you, and I'm happy to be here, man.
For sure. Yeah, man. Go ahead, Vic, man. Introduce yourself.
Man, Victor Youssef, grew up in St. Paul, born in Nigeria. And like these guys were just saying, man, just hats out to DK for putting this together. I know he's always been a hardworking dude, always been a transparent person. So whenever he says, you know, he has something coming on or, you know, whatever it is, just know that he's going to show up. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get it done then, he's going to get it done at some point. So I want to definitely commend DK for just sticking through it, man. Just not, you know, despite everything. So just to give a little bit of backstory, grew up in St. Paul, just moved to Fargo Moorhead after high school. And just similar to Ian, just kind of moved up there, wanted more sort of see, okay, what do I want for myself in my life? And just meeting so many amazing people along the way. You know, Ian, DK, I just met this wonderful brother today. So it's just, you know, anytime you get a chance to meet someone who comes from a different, you know, maybe come from a different background or whatever the case is, just try to hear them out, see what they got to offer, because you never know who you might meet. So I'm just grateful to be here, be an opportunity where we're just creating and it just comes natural, and you know, this is fun. And hopefully, you know, saying we keep doing this to a point where we can, you know, capitalize off it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that we got to get this thing kicked off right, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
For sure. So look, man, we here, you know. This podcast thing, this was a dream. This was something I didn't really, like I said, I've been working on it for a minute. There was a lot of fear based inside of it. It was a bunch of uncertainty, but I've been able to get the best friends, the best support system, mentors and guidance all around me to be able to make stuff like this happen. So, man, I'm super, super blessed, super grateful. And so this first podcast is really off the dome in a sense. It's very, I just really want to introduce myself, at least a little bit, what the brand is about, what people can expect from me, what people can expect from my co-host, what I've been up to, the man I am. I'm completely different to people listening to this, new people who knew me from past lives, people who, my perspective of the world is different. The way I view the world, my mission in the world is completely different now. So this brand, which is the Real Balanced Life brand, is kind of my representation of myself, of who I currently am and where I aim to be. And so it's all about balance. And so, my brand's called the Real Balanced Podcast, complemented by the Real Balanced Life brand. So what you guys can expect from me is I'm going to deliver you guys a bunch of content through my 4 pillars, which are financial literacy, physical fitness, philosophy, and self-expression. Mm-hmm. So part of the self-expression is, being your true self on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Me being in a comfortable space with, with people that I got love for. I make music. I've always made music. If you know me, then you know. And so, me kind of escaping out of that shell for me not making music. That's how me and Ian have made a connection. I'm an entrepreneur now. I own a consulting company. I own a cleaning company. I have a food catering business coming on the way. Me and Ramil is a co-consultant. Me and Ian are co-consultants of a bigger consultant firm. Victor is going to come help me do some work with my cleaning company, man. Like, I'm surrounded by just a bunch of love and support. You guys are going to follow me on my fitness journey. I'm into calisthenics right now. And, I'm going to, just provide content. I'm going to interview a whole bunch of fitness experts, trainers. I'm going to have musical, other artists come on. I'm going to have philosophers come on. I'm going to have political figures come on, athletes come on, so this brand is really going to be very diverse. It's going to be multifaceted, and it's going to, operate through those 4 pillars that I just told you guys about. And, so I'm very excited. And, so that's kind of the basis. You guys are going to grow with me. This thing, I'm a rookie at this thing, man. So you guys are going to grow. I appreciate it. I'm not a professional at this at all yet, but, I'm comfortable in who I have become. I'm comfortable in the man that I am. I'm comfortable in the gifts that I've accumulated and the sense of self-awareness that I have. And so I really do believe that I'll be able to bring my audience entertainment, enlightenment, education, all of the above. And so, and my ultimate goal is to be able to help you guys create balance in your life through me being an example. One of the things that I feel like this generation needs is people who are not afraid to be imperfect, but are still afraid to walk towards greatness, even knowing and accepting that they're not perfect, know? And so that's the whole idea of balance for me is, I come from a very religious background. I see the world through much different lenses nowadays. So I've embraced my duality, you can say, I know I'm aware of the good side of me, the bad side of me. And I live comfortably between that line of duality. And so that's what you guys will see a lot through my branding. I might make you mad on some episodes, but I might enlighten you and really touch your heart in some other episodes, just understanding that I'm operating through my duality. I'm not a superhero. I'm not righteous. I'm just me. I'm just a guy trying to impact the world through the gifts that God has given me, and just provide perspective for you guys at the best. And so, thank you guys. That's kind of what you can expect from me. Just welcome along this journey, man. This is Real Balance.
Man, that's amazing.
Man,
Definitely. So with, you're talking about the 4 pillars. How did you come to pick those or realize that those were the pillars that you wanted to lead your life by? And also a follow-up question is why 4 specifically?
Yeah, for sure. So, when Corona, everybody knows me as an athlete, so my whole life I had that identity as an athlete, but my whole life I always could sing. I always could rap. I always was very, artsy, and I've always kind of been a social justice warrior too. I always was like, why is the world like this? Why can't I do anything? Why, I was like a why person, and so I recently stopped playing football. That's kind of what leads to this whole thing anyway. And so I stopped playing football, and then coronavirus hit. So now I'm sitting in Fargo, North Dakota in a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Like I was sitting in Fargo, North Dakota, bro, during the pandemic. And I'm just like, bro, I went through deep phases of depression, because football was over for me, and I felt it in my soul that it was over for me. I'm like, not because it was over, I'm still healthy, I still got it, because I just knew it was time to walk away, and so I started to make music. I started to read. I became a habitual reader. And then I kind of started to formulate. I met Ramil and the guys at Consultant Collaborative, TJ, Kunle, Demarius Travis, the whole gang. I know who y'all are. And, and then this vision started to form. And it's like, I don't want to be just an athlete. I don't want to be just a football player. I don't want to be just a rapper. I don't want to be just a businessman, because I understand that I'm way more of those things. And so it's like, I read a quote somewhere, I read a book, or it's something, I'm pretty sure y'all probably saw it, but it's like, the quote's like, you want to create a life that you don't want to escape from, So it's like, how can I create a life that I really don't want to escape from? And it's like, what am I interested in? What do I really want to do? Like, what do I know about the world? And it's like, okay, I love making music. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm dope as hell. And I think, people are going to see that through the matriculation of my musical journey as well, through the brand. But I'm passionate about helping people. The way that I believe that I can change the world is by changing myself, first of all. But then, once you've gained that self-autonomy in yourself, and you got yourself to a certain point of stability, then you can go out and do the same, create disciples, if you will. I believe that everybody has something to say, but we might not have the whereabouts, to actually say, or I have the balls to actually speak about it. I do. So it's like, and then, man, like, I love philosophy. I love challenging this matrix that we're in. I love challenging the status quo. I love talking about different religions and diving into different philosophies and taking a non-dogmatic approach to the human experience. I love opening it up a little more deeper than, just religion and, right and wrong and kind of basic levels of understanding of this matrix that we live in. If I wanted to just be a rapper, sure, I could be a rapper, but I know it comes with that life. I'm more wise and more seasoned than that. So this is real balance. So I'm taking the 4 pillars of things that I really enjoy, and through time, I'm going to create balance through my life and also create disciples as I start to acquire property, as I start to release music, as, some of my, podcast things get out there, people are going to see, and so it's a life brand is what I would say. And so that's kind of how I, came to the conclusion of that, man.
For sure. What I really appreciate about that is you're saying not only do you want to show people, do you want to tell people like, hey, this is how you can do something. This is how you can have balance in your life. This is how you can, access multiple facets of yourself, but you're trying to showcase that as well and live that, in yourself.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. For sure, bro. Appreciate that question.
What was, walk us through the process for yourself when it comes to, you mentioned before how imperative it is for you to know yourself in order for you to come back to balance. What is that process like for you? Is that addressing old traumas? Is that asking yourself hard questions? What is that like for you? And when did you start that process?
Oh man, for sure. So literally, man, coronavirus was the spark for it. So when you have time to sit down and kind of learn yourself, to be honest with you, man, like my whole journey of kind of self-discovery came when I started to challenge my religious beliefs, and so I come from a heavily, Christian background. I respect all religions. I believe everything in the world has its place for a reason, and I actually I aim to help people understand exactly what I'm saying later in the road through the process. But me taking my view from an external God or an external religion, and putting my identity in a religion, when I took that focus from religion and put it onto myself, and I started practicing self-accountability and, meditation and being present in a moment, like analyzing my thoughts, controlling my thoughts, and, practicing things like fasting and, like sexual semen retention and like little things like that. I started to learn about myself. And then, studying history, I started studying ancient Kemet. That's where me and you kind of, we got to talking about the freaking, Book of Life and Death, and, some of the old, Dead Sea Scrolls
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah.
some of those old documents and just history, you know, Book of Enoch and getting into different religious texts and everything. And so I came to this point where it's like, I don't know what I thought what I knew. And so I came into this realization of how deeply indoctrinated most people are, and they have no idea. And so once I kind of woke up in a sense, you get this sense of like, oh, like I'm in control of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I'm in control of. Everything else, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But as far as everything that this body and this temple does, what I eat, what I consume, what I watch, what I learn, what I unlearn, what I relearn, all that's on me, you know? And so, you know, I started to study astrology, and I don't take it, you know, I take everything that I know and what I learned with a grain of salt, you know, but astrology really helped me kind of get in tune with, you know, just that whole side of me, you know what I'm saying? That esoteric science of, you know, astrology, and, you know, we'll get into all that stuff as well. I started studying numerology. I think I put Ian on to some numerology stuff. And like I said, is this stuff law? No. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What is law? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything is tools to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a tool, and it depends on how you use it. And so, and then basic biblical principles. And like I said, I'm not a religious man, but we're no longer a religious man, but I still operate heavily out of basic biblical principles. You know what I'm saying? I think any logical human being can read the Bible and know what its true intent is. You know what I'm saying? However deep you want to take that, that's on you. But, you know, when I look at the Bible, it's like, bro, don't cheat on your wife. Don't have sex outside of marriage. If you can't practice sexual discipline, if you want to take it to a more, practice forgiveness, practice, you know what I'm saying? Not practicing greed, you know, that's why we fast, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't watch porn. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's just basic principles that you can take. And so I became more self-autonomous and self-aware through things like that. And then, you know, the people that I keep around me, you know, I got solid men around me, straight up, you know. Ramil and I, we're gonna later for you guys. We got something later for you guys. We're gonna jump into the way to superior man. You guys are gonna love when we get into it. You guys are gonna love when we get into it, man.
Man.
Yeah. So,
I appreciate you and Trav for putting me onto that book too, man. It was really life-changing. Honestly, every man should read that book.
Who's it by?
I forget the name of the author.
Yeah, I forgot.
The name of the author.
Damn, I forgot his name. I could give it to you.
Whoever it is, we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, really. Way to superior man. So we're gonna, you know, so the part of that duality that I was talking about is, you know, is you're gonna get the toxic me, and you're gonna get the you're gonna get the toxic me, and you're gonna get the evolved God body me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the esoteric me. You're gonna get the higher vibrating frequency of me. You're also gonna see the lower vibrating frequencies, because they're in us all. And that's really what I want to get people to understand is like, bro, get over yourself, bro. I promise you, you're not as righteous, as gangster, or none of that shit as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all somewhere in the middle of what we think we are and what we want to be. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know, obviously with work, grace, little luck, and all that good stuff can be lesser or more. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I don't think humans are innately good or bad. I think we just are. You know what I'm saying? And so what I try not to get caught up is in measuring the ticket of like, you know, I'm only good or I'm only bad, because then you're unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into that. So yeah, man, that knowing yourself for me it's been huge, bro. Like I don't listen to as many people anymore. I feel confident in like my own self guidance. You know what I'm saying? My inner God, if you will. You know, and yeah, you know, so. And that's what a lot of people are into. Some people pick religion, you know, and that's fine. Whatever you pick is what you, but I choose to kind of dibble and dabble in a little bit of everything. You know, Eastern philosophy. I studied Islam. You know, obviously I practiced Christianity for a long time. You know, Eastern philosophy, I love it, you know. And that's what my you know, brand is pretty much about, real balance anyway. It's just, you know, we'll get into the chakras and, you know, all that stuff in later episodes. But, you know, yeah, man, just kind of diving into, you know, taking that mental paradigm shift of like external power to internal power.
What would you say has been the biggest, you know, adjustment you've made in terms of your thinking between last year and now? Because like you said, you've tapped into so many different things now. It's like, well, dang, if I can do this, and this, well, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else can I apply myself to and become good at and master? So has it been a full 180, would you say? Or are you still kind of figuring out, okay, we're just getting started here?
Yeah, I mean, I think real balance is the beginning of something big because it's so multifaceted and I get to be who I am through that. Me letting go of football was one of the biggest things. I had to make a lifestyle change, you know what I'm saying? Like people who know me, you know, like I used to hustle, you know what I'm saying? So one of the biggest things changes about my life is how I was living, you know what I'm saying? When you living illegally, like when you understand karma, you just know what comes back to you. You get exposed to certain things when you're living a certain way. And so now I feel so much abundance in my life because I'm living right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and so, you know, obviously, you know, changing your lifestyle. And so when you come from a street mentality of like, get it out the streets. If you gotta sell dope, you gotta sell weed, you gotta sell crack, you gotta scam, whatever. Like I know how the game go, but I'm also college educated. You know what I'm saying? Like I know better. Most people know better. But the thing is, I consider it almost like a cowardly way out when you know you got the tools and the tangibles to get it not out the streets.
Is that a fair argument though?
Say it again.
Is that a fair argument though?
What you mean?
Because you just said, I think I agree with you. I think most people know the difference between right and wrong, but like, I don't know where I'm going with it, but long story short, you would say that there's some people where like that generally might be like, I know there's always resources and stuff like that out there, but some people that might really be their only viable option. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, even for me it was, but I think there's a time where, bro, like you gotta use your common sense. You know what I'm saying? I made a song called Maintain Money, and I actually can't wait for y'all to hear that as well. But I made a song called Maintain Money, and the song is pretty much me saying like, bro, I feel like a loser right now because I know I can start a business. I know, you know what I'm saying, I can do something, you know what I'm saying, besides get packs off. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do something else. And it's like, bro, I got an older brother that's in jail for 30 years, dope boy. I got my family full of dope boys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so since I know that life is right there on the table next to me, now I feel even more, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the chosen one to lead my people out of that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And so when you know that deep inside yourself, you like, bro, you're gonna end up slipping up, falling into, you know what I'm saying, the same things the people that came before you fell into. So I feel like anybody who in the streets who getting money, how you gotta get money, it gotta be a time where a switch hits when you like, all right, what's my exit strategy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else can I do? And if you don't get that switch, then, you know what I'm saying, then you ain't really chasing prosperity. You know what I'm saying? You just chasing a check. And there's a difference between trapping for prosperity and trapping for a check and trapping for clothes and trapping for the gram and trapping so you can get street cred. You know what I'm saying?
Trapping to look good versus trapping to get out.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's really a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? And so many black men get caught up in the system that way because nobody teaches them no different. That's what I'm saying. It's real balance. Like, I don't consider myself no super street nigga, but like I got ties to it and I understand it well. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you know, like I'm cut from that club. And so
you know what it's like.
Yeah, I know what it's like. And I know I'm speaking from experience of how I made a complete pivot. You know what I'm saying? And so it feels good. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what the real balance is for. And I feel like I can speak to that crowd of men, at least the men who will, and that's why I mess with the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast,
Gilly the Kid.
Gilly and Wallow, because, you know, I see what they're doing and I'm like, bro, okay, that's inspiring to me because I can do the same thing because I come from the same environment. You know what I'm saying? So I almost feel like an obligation to speak out and to, you know what I'm saying, and to tell my story and not be afraid to speak my story, to speak my truth. And, you know what I'm saying, and maybe touch a couple young homies who need the game, you know what I'm saying, from somebody who's done what they can do. Some niggas is too street for me to reach. They only, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's some dudes who
Niggas still got a pager and shit.
you feel it, like, it's some dudes who I might be able to impact with my story. Like, yo, I like what he doing. Like, he used to flip packs too. He know how this game go. You know what I'm saying? But like, he got businesses. He got real estate. He make music. Over. You feel me? Like, yeah, he integrated, as Nipsey would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know, you can even call it alchemy, just making nothing out of something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Changing my lifestyle, bro, was a big key. You know, I started reading, became a habitual reader. I started journaling. I started meditating. You know what I'm saying? Like self-care, bro. Like I said, I went on semen retention. I went on 6-month celibacy or abstinence. You can not celibacy, abstinence.
I remember you talking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like really doing it, bro. Like really in the trenches trying to evolve. You know what I'm saying? And so this is kind of the afterbirth of that. And like I said, I haven't arrived at all. And it's crazy because I came to these arrogant moments in my life where I'm like, oh, I'm healed. I thought, but nah, nigga, nah. No, it ain't never that sweet.
Do you ever get healed? Or is it just kind of like an ongoing?
Yeah, bro. I don't think it's ever. And now I know that for sure because I had these high self-righteous moments where I'm thinking like, oh, I forgave my parents for certain things that they did or didn't do when I was a kid, and our relationships are healthy. And you know,
that's a
I'm
good
forgiving
thing.
Myself. You know, yeah, absolutely. But I'm forgiving my parents. That's part of healing. You know, that's part of accepting that people are the combination of their trauma. So you can't be mad at your parents for certain things that they did, but yet I'm still fucking, if you hold on to that, you know what I'm saying? You're not healing. Right. Like letting go and rising above that is a new level of healing. Learning how to love. That's something that I'm really working on right now, bro. Like, I think I'm a very loving person. I think I give my friends love. I think y'all feel love from me, but I think it's another level of healing where I don't trust people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's wisdom in that, obviously, but you know, I want to be able to be more emotionally available to the people that I actually love and got emotions for. I want to pour in to everybody around me, bro, because you'll get it right back in it too. It's like, that's how you build. We're all about, you know, prosperity, building legacy. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a quick little funny story. So long story short, I used to work at Chipotle. Shout out to Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? Burritos going crazy. So I used to work at Chipotle. And I used to work at the one up in Fargo. And obviously I see a whole bunch of NDSU people coming in. And the first time, you ever meet someone and you didn't realize that you met them until years later, like, oh, that was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I met DK at Chipotle once. You know what I'm saying? He came a couple times, but this one particular time, like him and I, we had just basically like a conversation. And just seeing bro's energy and how genuine he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even knowing him, you know what I'm saying? Not even knowing his background, not even knowing where he's coming from and where he's headed. I just knew like, okay, this is someone like, this is a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Because he just had that charisma. I don't know if y'all can remember when the first time I met DK, but he has that energy to him where it's like, okay, this dude, whatever it is he's doing or whoever he has around him, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be everybody's gonna win. You know, so it's gonna be a very mutually beneficial opportunity. So, you know, to go from that first, you know, interaction we had, and then years later, now that we chopping up, now we here, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man had no dreads, clean shaven, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he was like, you know, a Jehovah's Witness or something.
That's facts, though. I do remember that, bro.
That's crazy.
Nah, that's humbling, though, bro. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate
and
that.
And then worked at the hotel with this man? What?
Like, oh, yeah. That's a whole different, that's a whole episode. Bro, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
I forgot about that.
What time frame was this? What year?
I worked at Chipotle 2018.
Okay.
So this is crazy. I meet up with this dude 2018. I see him at Chipotle, whatever. And then a year later, I get this job at the hotel, whatever. But yeah, him and I met like 2018 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you were still playing that at that time too. I remember, right?
Yeah, that was a year. Yeah, that was my year I graduated from NDSU. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chipotle was our go-to, bro. Facts. In between, you know how I be in college meal in between lifts and shit, bro. You just Chipotle that go-to, bro. Facts. You ain't got time to cook. Yeah,
I'm over there plugging. I'm over there giving 4 persons of chicken. You know what I'm saying? He talking about no chicken. I'm gonna give this man half the chicken.
Yeah.
So did you go to the hotel right after Chipotle?
Nah, it was so. This is why Fargo is such a like funny place, man, because there's so much work up there, but you wouldn't think that. So after Chipotle, I left that, and then I got the job at Blue Beacon, like washing semis and trucks, and that was dead. That was dead real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, week 2, you know what I'm saying, left arm numb. I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. So was there for a little bit, and then did some other like little small time gigs for a little bit, and then I think after doing that, I think that's where I ended up at the hotel type of thing. So, and it's crazy too. That's a whole different, bro. It's really crazy the connections, bro. Man. Ex-girlfriend hired me, and it's crazy.
That sounds like some Fargo shit, bro.
Yeah. That's a whole episode.
What? No, but how y'all? So you was training.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You was training. And like, were you his trainer then, or how that whole connection like began? Like,
so you were coming up to the city from Fargo with Jalen, right?
Yeah.
You guys were getting ready for your pro day.
Yeah, Jalen Allison. Shout out my boy. Yes, the gang. Yeah.
So at the time, I was working with a group of guys alongside with Mark Ellis. That was really at the time teaching us about programming when it comes to programming with. For athletes, or how do you utilize EMS, electrical muscular stimulation, within the program to optimize the workouts. So I spent a lot of time studying under him and learning the ways and everything. And DK was one of the guys that were coming through. Like, we had a lot of athletes coming in at the time, getting ready for the pro days and everything. Guys from Arkansas, guys that played at the U of M.
It's like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once people catch
NFL dudes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have a lot of NFL guys on the channel, just because I met so many of them throughout my journey. So
so people from all different types of sports at the time. Doesn't matter. Like one of my guys, Emmanuel Matadi, he's a 2-time Olympic sprinter. He's getting ready to run up at I think the Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yep. He's getting ready to race for Liberia.
Damn.
And he's another guy that's we've had the pleasure of working with and stuff. But back to how I met DK, those guys just kept coming in on a weekly basis, getting ready, just trying to stay healthy. You were training with, was it Ted at the time as well?
Yep, Ted and TJ.
Yep. So we were doing our thing with more on the recovery side for Jalen and DK at the time. And the more I saw him, the more we just chopped it up. You know what I mean? Got to know each other. And then next thing you know, here we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, man, it's crazy. We did that. We did this crazy, bro, this electrical protocol, bro. I don't even know what it's called, bro.
We just call it the protocol. We don't even have a name for it. We just call it the protocol. Everybody knows what it is. So
I don't even, bro.
Tram Holloway.
What is it? What does it do?
Bro.
It's basically a whole neuromuscular reset. So there's certain pad placements that we use and certain frequencies that we use, and you have to do this protocol every single day for a month straight. And after you get done with one session, I tell you, you better hydrate, you better eat well, you better get you some good sleep because you got a quick turnaround. And it's top 3, one of the most intense, painful things I personally went through.
You said painful?
Painful.
Pain. Okay.
Intensity and painful are 2 different things, but borderline painful, but very intense.
I feel it.
And you're basically, the protocol is just meant to clean up your body on a neural level, you know what I mean, and a muscular level. Like I've had issues, like for example, from playing ball, I had a sprained AC joint that's been out of place for a while. Ew. And just going through this protocol for the 30 days, like it's adjusted certain past injuries on its own. Like all you literally do is sit there. You sit there you go through it for an hour at a time.
It's not
and
sweet,
that electricity is doing its thing throughout your body. It's moving limbs.
You feel it?
It's what?
Bro,
do you?
I'm just sitting here thinking about, and you go to the chiropractor and they just put like 3 of them pads on you. Y'all talking about the whole...
it ain't.
It's about 4 pads.
These ain't no
4
stem pads.
It's all about the pad placement and how the electricity communicates
and we use
within the body.
We was using a Phoenix wave, I think, or one of them.
No, it was something different. It was something different than that.
Well, yeah, I don't even... forget all the terminology, but we was using some crazy machine. You could turn the frequencies up higher. But bro, he would put them on like my arms, and I would leave. My arms would be pumped up, but like my arms would be moving like by themselves.
On its own.
Yeah, by itself. And I'm like, like I'm like, fuck. Like, bro, and you put it on your, bro, I'm not kidding, bro.
I know.
This is like some Frankenstein shit, bro. Like it's crazy, but yeah. So
I believe this could be used as a form of torture. Literally.
We'll note that. We'll keep that.
No,
but it won't kill you.
It won't kill you. It feels like torture.
Yeah.
It feels like torture.
Bro, I showed myself a lot about mental toughness, bro, during that joint, bro. We can endure way more than what we think we can, bro.
Absolutely.
Zay kind of helped me out on that too, because he was kind of eating that joint, bro.
He was
kind of eating it, bro.
It shows it's all mental. Once you think you can't, all you got to do is tell yourself you can.
Bro, I'm over here like, Zay over here.
breathing
bro,
through it, you know what I'm saying?
Breathing.
Bro, but everyone's different too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was very interesting seeing how different people handle that protocol in that circumstance. So I would say probably a little under 10 people, including myself, went through it. And let me just say, not everybody finished.
Let me say this. Would y'all, that could be a little cool, have a day where we go check it out? Or is it kind of like exclusive type of thing?
It's not exclusive.
All right,
if you dare. If you dare.
All you need is a space to sit down, lay down, and that's it.
And you build your way into
That's
it too. Eventually, we get up to some intense frequencies, but you're not about to just juice you up right away.
Not, bro.
Oh no, it's still your tolerance.
Yeah.
If your arms if you're flapping in the cell,
It's still your tolerance level.
you just
know what
walk
I mean?
in, it's just like
Right. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's how we met, you know, and then two of our business OGs, we were merging to do a really, really, really huge community project, you can say. But you know, in business, a lot of things falls apart, you know. It's just how it is. This is what we're learning about this business process. It's shit really gangster for real. Yeah. You know, you know, you can't be too attached to relationships and just try to do good business with everybody, you know, because that's, if it's a mutual benefit, then that's how everybody eats, you know? So, you know, we got to learn those lessons, watching some of our OGs kind of split in business, but we're all super tight still, you know, and we co-consult each other. We give each other $1,000 worth of game, bro, for free all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we have a collective group consulting firm that we have. We're teaching people literally how to build prosperity from nothing into, you know, multifamily unit apartment homes, you know, from building credit to, you know, teaching people business structure. I'm coming out with a course very soon, teaching people, you know, step-by-step the instructions on how to set up their business in a form where they can go and use other people's money to get it, you know, because people got this concept in their head that, oh, I'm going to save money and, you know, get my credit good and then purchase my own assets. But that's not the smartest way to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not how rich people get money. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like I said, through my financial literacy part of my pillar of my brand, when we're talking everything business, you know, I plan to do my part in the world as far as educating the people that I have reached to on financial literacy, the difference between assets, how to acquire assets. And then obviously, we have a consulting firm that you can come in, you know, if you want to pay for consulting for us to, you know, guide you through those processes, that'll be available as well. But so that's how me and Ramil are tied in on a bunch of different levels. You know, we now do business together. We, you know,
that's dope, man.
Yeah, we've seen each other grow. Together. You know what I mean? On many different levels.
Yeah,
getting to know each other much deeper.
Yeah,
it's been a great experience.
Definitely.
Yep.
That's a good thing I feel like about the relationship I have with you guys, and I'm already knowing that, you know, we're gonna have as well as you get to see the growth in the people around you. You know what I mean? And everybody doesn't always grow at the same pace or grow in the same aspects at the same time, but being able to see that, and especially even with your, you know, with your music career, you know, now you're getting your singing bag a little bit, you know, and you've always been like, all right, I can rap all day. Yeah. But, you know, starting to get into that singing now has been good, and getting your setup and everything. You got a whole studio.
Well,
I just recently, you know, start to get into DK's music side, man. He played some songs for me the other day.
I'm telling you,
man.
Any favorites?
Talented. don't have favorites, man.
I feel it.
He played me like 6 songs. Was it about 6?
Yeah, something like that.
Breakthrough's my favorite,
Man.
honestly.
Breakthrough.
Yeah.
I heard you got some work too in that music, man. I heard you got some work too.
Yeah, for sure that.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
Yeah, yes, it's beautiful, man. It's dope. Yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know. They say don't take compliments too heavily or criticism too heavily. So I try to keep that mindset. But I do appreciate y'all feedback about the music. I think people will, at least the people who it's for. Everybody's music ain't gonna be for everybody, but I think the people who I'm for, the people who appreciate authenticity, 808s, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like artistic, poetic type of music. I definitely got some shit for you for sure. Yeah. For sure, man.
Do we have a potential release date for some of
I was
these
just
songs?
gonna ask that, man. What we doing?
I'm gonna drop an EP this year, bro. I don't have a release date yet because I'm still, trying to get this podcast thing figured out. We got consulting classes. We teaching people how to eat out here. It's just a
business.
Yeah, I got my clinic, bro. I'm doing a lot, bro. But the beauty in it is I'm starting to recruit help. I'm starting to recruit people that allow me to kind of sit back and be able to focus on music. And I kind of want to put what I'm doing outside of my music in the music to let people know, So my favorite rapper is Nip Hussle, bro. You already know. So
Rest in peace, man.
yeah, rest in peace, Nip, man. I try my best to embody that spirit of Nip through, what I do, because he inspired me to talk my shit, to talk that real shit, and don't get too influenced by the waves of music that's coming now. But also to, like I said, to inspire my hood, to inspire, even people outside the hood, because I can reach people in and out the hood. So, to just be my own version of myself, inspired by what Nipsey did for his hood, in California, and, and in music and in business and enlightening people. Like, like I said, I believe you can change the world, one, through changing yourself, and then by, being fishers of men, making leaders, showing other people how to be leaders, showing other people how to accept themselves for who they are, to speak their truths, and kind of just knock down some of those social barriers and social programming that we have around our minds, And so, yeah, man, for sure. But I don't have a specific release date, but there's an EP coming this year, like absolutely for sure. 5 to 6 songs, absolutely, for sure.
We definitely got 2 coming out. So.
Oh yeah. Me and Ian got tons of dope music for you guys. Vic can rap too, man. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So I really want to tap into the musical industry. I want to talk to him, see what life is like, collab with him, give people the platform to be able to share their own music. So yeah, man. Yeah, we got all of that.
At what point of your guys' life did you 3 recognize that music was a passion of yours?
I would say this, and the thing with music, the why I enjoy it so much is because just like football, just like other things in life, you can learn a lot from music. You can apply it to your everyday life. Like one thing about music, and I know Ian and DK can both attest to this, is that like when you're trying to collab with people, like be ready for people to say no. People are going to say no, like first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And so what comes with that, and this is why here in DK getting his businesses off and Ian getting his business off and you getting your business off, is like when y'all in business and y'all go up to someone, y'all approach them, most people don't even want to hear what you have to say, honestly. And it could be something that could be life-changing, that'd be beneficial for them. But they'll just be like, oh, you just trying to sell me something, you trying to get some money on me, I'm not for it. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then, you get that one person that's like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me try it out. And then they have a great experience. And now you got a customer for life. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, how that relates to music is relationships are important. Because like you said, if the initial altercation in Chipotle, if I had a bad day or whatever, and I was just also like, let me just not talk to anybody type, you know what I'm saying? I might have missed out on opportunity, bro. Because he's brought so many people in my life that I wasn't even hip to at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the importance of working with people. And that's how Ian and I got really involved. Because I was at work at the hotel and I had this one song and I wanted to get done, but I knew I couldn't sing. I knew my limit. And I hear this man singing, doing the laundry in the back. So I'm saying, clearly, he knows what he's doing. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? And I remember, like, I'm talking about, like, I had maybe like 2 bars of a what's it called? I'm like, hey bro, this is the melody, like whatever, like I'm gonna go put these clothes away. Let me know what you think. Kid you not, came back 30 minutes. Bro had a whole hook ready to go and performed it. I was like, yeah, I gotta get you in the studio, bro. Like just ever since, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that, you know, dates kept getting pushed back, but you know what I'm saying, the relationship, the you know, the meat and potatoes of it is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that out of that, him and I were able to develop a relationship. Same way DK and I were able to develop a relationship. Same way that you and I are going to develop a relationship, and you know what I'm saying, Gabe. So everything is all about persistence and understanding, okay, it may not be going my way today, but I'm not doing it for today. I'm doing it for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how music has always been something that I found just hold near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How about y'all? What would y'all say is?
I would say music has always been a passion of mine. It's just in terms of being like, oh, I want to make music. I want to perform music. I want to have a studio and create things. I think that's something that's been more recent for me. When I was little, like me and like on my way to pick my dad up from work, we'd be singing songs on the radio and like harmonizing stuff in the car. Like that's how I learned how to like do harmonies and everything. Just sing our mom in the car, you know? And I always loved like singing and performing. There's pictures, you'll see pictures of me and my sister as kids. Like she's got a like rock guitar and we're in our like pajamas, and I'm got a little microphone, and we're just like, I don't know what we thought we were singing, but we was killing it, you know? And it's always been something that's been a part of my family, you know, and coming from a religious background as well, you know, and having churches where like the music was a focal point of the experience, you know, and listening to gospel or going to, even on the way to church, you know, we listen to Kirk Franklin or V101.9 or whatever, you know, whatever the radio station is. So it was always something that was in front of me. Like my mom's a bit of a singer. My dad, he tries, you know, he tries. But it's always been something that has been like an avenue of expression, you know? And so I did chorus, I did show choir, I did all that other stuff. And I've always wanted to be able to express myself as well, you know? And music has been the avenue for me to realize, oh, this is how naturally, like I can do that, you know? And a lot of the music that I make, and pretty much all the music I make, you know, it comes from the heart. It comes from my experiences or things that I've been through or thoughts that I've had, you know, that I never necessarily would share with people if I hadn't been, you know, doing music. So, yeah, it's always been a passion of mine, and I am glad that I'm in a position now to be able to express that more and get these thoughts in my head or these sounds in my head. You know, I'm not like a producer by any means, but I can figure some shit out to hand it to somebody else to like work their little magic, you know, and I can write, and, you know, I can find beats, and I know how to understand my workflow. So being able to understand that and the software and everything, now I can apply all that to like my passion and create something out of it.
Yeah, oh, that's dope, bro. Yeah, and for me, the story's a little different. So like, bro, take it back to 2nd and 3rd grade, bro. I used to always write raps. I was always very poetic. Like I used to write poems, actually. I used to write my mom poems. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mama's boy. I used to write my mom poems. If I didn't have money to, you know, get her something for Mother's Day, I would always just write her some sweet shit for, you know, whatever, like women love.
It's the
like
thought that counts, bro.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So I was always timid, you know, I never really got
the confidence, or
yeah, I guess you could say I wasn't confident enough, even though I always rapped, you know. Like I said, I used to get kicked out of class for beating on the damn, you feel me, making beats with my pencil and shit. I'm in ISS because, you know what I'm saying, it's the 3rd time this week that the teacher done told me, and you know when they tell you stop, I want to do the shit even more now.
Yes.
Don't let it be no substitute teacher. So music for me has always kind of been like a thing that I hid in the shadows, even to this day. Like I still haven't released. So bro, when I release my music, a lot of people are gonna be like, damn, bro, where the fuck this been at? You know, but it's just, you know, I had to conjure up the confidence and the self-awareness to know why I wasn't embracing myself as an artist. Now I can say that I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, I wouldn't even have said no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I make music, like I can rap, you know, but
okay, so he says this, but bro, you've been recording for years.
You've done shows,
you know, And even though you may not have done a lot of performances and whatnot, you've been an artist. You know, you've been somebody who's recorded, and you just showed me songs the other day that you made before I even met you. You know, so
You're right.
yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Drop them joints.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can be humble and shit. But
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, but that's the I guess that's
mindset,
the
though.
Yeah, that's the lack of you can almost hear the
mindset.
lack of confidence even coming out now. But
You
bro,
can't spit that. Oh, I don't know, bro. We got
Bro.
practice tomorrow,
bro, but like that ass, bro. I've really been making music like
Years.
low key for a long time, bro. And it's like, and it just took Ian to kind of, bro. I used to be in a Christian rap group called AETOS, bro. I told you I come from a very religious background.
What's it called?
AETOS, that means Scavengers of Christ.
Ooh.
So, bro, we would travel from church to church, bro, doing church concerts, bro. And I would be in there just rocking that bitch, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk my Jesus raps, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know, and, so, bro, so I got the, obviously we got to practice. I didn't, we in the church practicing till 2, 3 in the morning, practicing our songs. Like, so, so I guess
he's been an artist.
So it's coming out now, but that lack of confidence, because bro, when you're an artist, bro, the world is a fucking
it's a cruel
bro.
place.
I'm sensitive about this shit, bro. Shit. I'm sensitive about my shit. You feel me? So now I'm starting to become less sensitive. And like I said,
Just
now
don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. If you hate my shit, like my shit or not, So now I just be, so now I feel comfortable. And like I said, I always tried to be seen and liked by everybody. So I didn't want to put my music out there because my music's very real and it's very raw. And so I'm like, damn, the people who have this perception of who they think or who they want me to be isn't going to agree with the reality of my music. So let me just not drop it so everybody can have this perception of me that I want them to have. Now I don't have that button no more. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give 2, 3, 4, 5 fucks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of people I think have that same fear applied in different ways as well. Whether it's making a decision, whether it's going out on the dance floor or something, like being worried about what people are going to think of you if you didn't, do something. Man, the first song that I dropped ever is called Special Affair Remix. I was talking some shit.
Fire.
I was like,
Facts.
I was talking.
He not lying
I
on
don't
the
wanna
track.
go into it.
even lie, baby.
But look, I was like, damn, my parents gonna hear this shit. They talking about like eating out a girl and everything.
Look, you sounded timid. Said
I
eating
know,
out a girl.
I
Nah,
know.
them eat some pussy.
I didn't want to talk about it just now, honestly, but I was like, look, I'm gonna have to do this because I like this song. It was. I thought it was gonna be some practice shit, but no, like, that's one of my favorite songs like that I've made so far. And I was like, I want to express myself, and if I really want to be this recording artist that I say I'm gonna be, then I got to start somewhere.
And that comes from accepting that sexual side is there. And it's
Absolutely.
in all of us. So some people might be the next damn Genuine, but they don't want to be seen by their pastor or their Christian friends as sexual. So they like, nah, let me just not make music at all. And I'm going to just go watch porn and follow a bunch of porn sites to express this sexual energy, which ultimately ends up getting released into the world in an unhealthy way. You know what I'm saying? You got to know thyself first. And then how to play around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't a porn guy, bro. Like that, all that shit. Like I'm pretty sexually disciplined, for a pretty handsome looking guy. But no, I'm playing, but I'm serious. Like I'm very sexually disciplined, bro. For someone who I don't struggle getting women, bro. But I see it clearly. We talk about those superior man shit all the time, bro. A disciplined man disciplines himself sexually. Not saying that I don't be horny and I don't have moments of weakness because I'm a man. I'm a horny fucking man like the rest of us. But I understand. I do understand that, with discipline brings more freedom and, and just, so yeah, man.
Yeah, you got to value your opinion of yourself more than the opinion of other people.
Know yourself. Like sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, bro, red pill, blue pill, bro. Look, blue cord, red cord, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
Damn,
when people get familiar, hey, but that's life though.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
His shit green. You feel me? But
everything. I'm in a whole nother parallel universe,
bro, and that's reality. We're all living in our own realities. You know what I'm saying? Like we split it down into Democrat and Republican, atheist and Christian, but really we're all just one. You know what I'm saying? We just create all these subcategories of shit to, divide and conquer.
Yeah.
You know, but moral of the story is, to end this thing off, man, real balance came to manifestation from me beginning to know myself.
Facts.
You know? And so, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for coming, man.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
Appreciate you.
First one for the books.
Yes, sir.
Many more to come.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fire!
I got toxic traits, but I own them. Life taught me every L is a lesson,